Hours.
All right.
Usually that's the average, okay?
Okay. I think we'll probably go back to that lobby in the hallway down there,
Yes.
right?
We'll call you once we're done with this.
Okay, she's coming back to this
She
room?
will be back here, yes.
Who's that?
Who's that?
May.
Oh, wow!
Yeah.
May. It's me. It's me, Mom. Yeah.
And you just keep making this progress, and you're going to be home before you know it. Okay?
I know.
I know.
Who's waiting for you at home, Mom?
The date today is July 23rd, 2016. I don't remember any of it, but I remember what I've been told. I understand I had a stroke. Here's what I've been told. I was on the front porch and I complained about the worst headache I'd ever had in my life. And then I was on the ground, and then there was the 911 was there, and they were lifting me on a gurney and putting me in an ambulance. That was on Christmas Eve, 2015. We were dressed up and ready to go out to dinner as a family for Christmas because it was Christmas Eve. And so that's what we were doing, and we were waiting for everybody to show up at the house. And then I think I just put a kink in those plans. What I remember next was waking up to find my head shaved, and I didn't know why it was shaved, and then I was told it was shaved because I had 2 or 3 brain surgeries, because I had 2 aneurysms with the stroke. And so of course they do brain surgeries, and they can't do brain surgeries if you've got hair on your head. So I didn't have any hair on my head, and so we've kept my hair short from then on because I like it. The UCI Medical Center for a long time, and I understand that I was in a coma for 7 days at some point over that period, and I don't even remember being in a coma, but I did send a birthday card to my one granddaughter who had her 21st birthday at that time, and I said on the card, "Sorry I missed your birthday, but I was in a coma." I remember hearing voices that said, "Mom, if you can understand this, raise 1 finger for yes or 2 fingers for no." I remember that, and I remember feeling like I was lifting a boulder when I tried to lift a finger. I remember thinking, I have to lift a finger because so they'll know I'm here. And so I did. I eventually moved 1 finger, and I remember somebody saying, "She did it. She moved her finger." And I'm thinking, okay, they know I'm up, they know I'm conscious. Yeah. Yes, I spent another 20 days in ICU at Kaiser. I don't remember any of that. I remember David and Carly coming in and making me stand up and making me try to walk. And I couldn't walk, so I think I was in a wheelchair if I'm not mistaken. Wasn't I in a wheelchair? Okay. I thought I was. And I remember being wheeled around at the Abbey in the wheelchair, and David and Carly making me do things like kick one leg, or I think we had some rubber balls and some games. We had some cards, and she would put the cards down, and I'd try to remember what card was what card was where. I remember tearing my esophagus. I remember eating tacos and tearing my esophagus. I'm glad we're going to have tacos again today. I have to be careful with my esophagus. I don't remember my mother passing away. It hurts my feelings that I don't remember her passing away, and I think I owed that to her to at least remember that. But obviously she passed away and I didn't know it. Was I unconscious when she passed away? Yes, I remember that my mother was in Morningside the last few days of her life, and I remember going to see her every day and thinking, oh my God, look at her. She was just like laying on the bed, like her face was ashen gray. and I kind of knew she was passing away because of the look of her skin tone. But I don't remember her passing. I do remember her passing. I do remember, because I'll tell you why. Because I went home that night and they told me, if she passes, we'll call you and then you can come. And I was with my neighbor Maureen, and Maureen told me, if you get a call from Morningside, call me up. I don't care what time it is, and I'll come and get you and we'll go over there. So about early in the morning, the sun wasn't even up yet, they called me and they said, it's time for you to come in. So I called Maureen, and she came running right over, and we got in her car, and she took me over to Morningside. I remember going in, and Suzanne said, Rhonda, I'm sorry, she's gone. And then I started to cry because I didn't make it in time to see her alive. And I thought I was going to see her alive before she died. Yeah. And I didn't get to. Yeah. So that part I remember. It's painful because I didn't get to see her. Her last breath, and I feel bad because I'm thinking I deprived her of something.
No, you didn't.
My having this stroke was a blessing for this family, because it got the three of you together again to where you really, really love each other. Your brother will always be your brother, and your sister will always be your sister, no matter what. So be sure you love each other. I am happier I don't have the stress I used to have. I learned I'm not afraid to die now. That's what I learned about my own mortality. I have no fear of dying. I think that there's something that goes on beyond, and I hope there is, because I'm going to really have an adventure. Every time you guys talk to me, I feel like I'm more healthy than I was before. I feel like my head is together now, and it wasn't for a long time. Right after the stroke, I couldn't remember things. I could not remember how old I was. I wasn't taking it easy before I had the stroke, and now all I want to do is take it easy. Arden doesn't think I'll ever be off the walker, but she's so wrong. I'm going to be that person that walks into his office and say, give me my driver's license back.